Fucking.
Next thing is the CIS escape pod.
There it is. There. No. And then where is ship posting? Bam. Fantastic. Right, let's see what kind of cooked abomination you've sent.
Don't forget to read the notes.
I read the notes. I don't care for the notes.
You expected documentation.
Size vehicles. Oh my fucking god! I sent. How are things so? Why is there a common folder?
Jesus, just read the notes text, mate. Gives you answers.
Hello.
Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen. Hey. New dev stream. I'm excited. Have you
It's the
finished the
best.
skateboards?
Kinda.
Ah, okay.
Well, I sent him the Republic escape pod, but
Yeah, it was the only.
and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my mouse is like so much worse. Why is it so much worse today? What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck was that?
Panicking. Because of the excellence of my work.
Oh, the fuck don't you give me as a Notepad++ an option? I want... vehicles... Where the fuck is escape pod? So that'll be from there up. That's there. That there. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Energy bar, this is 200, that's 300. I
Just sent you something. I made a little mistake in the ODF. It's nothing terrible, it's just...
I'm not at that point yet, so it's fine. You're not dead yet, Fab. Oh my god. I sort of got I am going to kill someone in a minute. I hate this PC so much. Right. I fine with the existing escape pod settings. I don't need to update it for the will, however, update the blur settings, providing Fab hasn't increased it. Yeah, so fine. Right, contrail part. Which line is Fab fucked up? There is one. There's one.
Maybe you should test this
There's
port
one.
in game first.
Shush, 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 shush.
It's wiki.
I am doing what I need to, and then it will work exactly
It
how I need it
works.
to. You have spark and you have smoke. Okay.
I was hoping you would test it first.
No. I only test what I have thoroughly investigated. And then chunks, and then sound. You haven't done anything with, so I don't need to worry about that.
Act like I was sending you trash.
No. You have sent me very good stuff.
That's good to hear.
Spark. Chunks, flame, smoke, spark. Okay, so that is now updated to be your new model. The explosion. I really don't think you would. Oh my god, I swear to god. Fuck it. Slightly different. But just.
Basically added what was missing. There was this one prop that didn't make it in the cut. You know, when a vehicle explodes, there's this tiny default chunk model. I just added it and applied the free radical texture, give damage onto it.
And then let's dump into a MISC folder all this dumb. Oh my god! I swear to god! If I click something, single click it mouse.
Don't tell me you actually have the exact same problem as I have.
Of course I fucking do.
It's a double click issue.
Oh my god!
You click once, but it does it twice. Yeah, I have the same issue. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Where the fuck's my mouse cable? I'm actually losing my mind with this.
I already lost my mind.
When your whole thing is fucking precision clicking and you fucking can't. Where is it? Right. Out. What's even plugged into this? Shit, I think the microphone's plugged into this. Okay. Let's not unplug that. Can I get it in the backside? You'll see if this is an improvement. If it is not, then I will go into a murderous rampage. Right, that's all fine. Oh god. Now we can assess how Fab did.
Finally. After you literally removed everything necessary, or...
I did not. I just changed the stats slightly.
Oh. Which stats in particular?
I don't know, whatever was on the existing escape board.
File I sent you is updated. The flying was exactly taken from one of the ODF you sent me. And I slightly changed it to have it more slower and heavier driving controls.
I want it slower
Voices.
and heavier. I want it exactly how you had it, because you had it very good before. Slower and heavier is boring. But it's fine. We should have it good now. And I can go back to importing props. How are the
Don't
views
forget.
today? I can see I have 37 views already.
Monked files.
It has been 11 minutes. Alright, let's see if Fab has cooked. Where are my vehicles? There are my vehicles. Common vehicles, I think, is the one that has the escape pod in. Although Clonal's vehicles has been updated as well. Well, you're both coming with me then. Shit. Can't tell if that was a single click. That was, okay. This shit. It's like every third click. What is it? Fucking new cheap Chinese mouse time.
How many spare mouses do you still have?
I've got another one of the identical mouse somewhere. And I think I have like 3 other mouses elsewhere. I swapped the identical one. Slightly modified, and they suck, but it's good enough. Yeah, it's modified to work better on fabric, not my mouse pad. Yeah. Let's see here. Has Fab cooked?
Maybe I am cooking.
Maybe this will cheer up my mood. If it all just works.
I can guarantee there's nothing game breaking in there. It's just a simple vehicle. Just don't forget the marked files, because it has a different animation now. At least a name. I gave you everything you need to get it working.
Yeah.
First person will work back because I haven't updated the rec.
Hostiles have gained a command post.
What the fuck? That's not supposed to happen.
Control of a command post.
Can't see.
Ah, yes.
Seriously? You choose now to work. Alright, so strike. Swap to you. You guys should have some escape pods.
The Confederacy is in control of another command post. Confederacy is in control of another command post.
Well, okay, so it must have pushed them to the ground or some shit. Anyway, we're almost there. Now it's just a scripting. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
The command post is no longer under Confederacy control.
I'm glad you like them.
Oh, I
Yeah.
do.
No, great.
I'm so happy to finally have a proper escape model in. Do some work to improve its mechanics of game and presentation.
Do you know what would be nice? You know, instead of having one escape pod,
Hostiles have acquired a command
maybe you want to have two.
That's just because the system's broken at the moment. What do you mean two?
I don't know. Two
I think-
escape pods.
What do you mean?
I think he has the other one already finished.
Don't be hilarious. Even like, I would have needed to get this done in,
Confederacy is in control.
I don't know, 1 day or something.
Look, if
So
Fab did
there's-
that, I would be very impressed with him. And would actually give him other stuff to do.
Oh, that sounds good. Wow.
I would value him slightly more than I value the other two Germans.
Just slightly. Oh, come on.
Well, I would do more
I mean,
things if I have more
I
of the
already considered the other two Germans very highly, so it'll be a massive compliment to even be slightly higher than the other two. He's streaming. I heard the beepity boopity. Oh yes, yes.
That's the other one.
I need to get the cat.
Yay, Fab, great
updated.
work. Most impressive.
This puts a smile on my face. Excellent. That will motivate me to get the escape pod system rewritten this weekend. Basically, I just need to fix the spawn function so it works. The holograms need to be improved so they work better than they obviously barely do at the moment. And then I'm going to introduce something that's probably not going to be liked too much.
What could it be?
Escape pods are going to force landing once you hit landing zone.
Like the gunships.
Like gunships. I don't think it's going to be too popular, but
Yeah.
it's about optimization.
I mean, you can basically land them everywhere with this system, right? If you have enough nodes placed on the map.
Well, I'm already trying to introduce more landing regions. So the plan will
Okay,
literally just be you fly into a landing region. It'll be the same regions that the transports obey. You hit it and then snap. You land.
No, sounds great. Like that.
Well, no, it won't cause you to die from enemy players because you still decide where you want to land. It's just once you get close enough to the ground, like you do in Starfighters at the moment, you will just land.
That's acceptable.
It's just a way to speed up the escape pod system because I don't want people doing what Fab's doing, but this is just for testing purposes anyway. But I don't want people flying around with full control of escape pods. But it's also to help hide how clunky the landing is.
Just showing the explosion I made. At least edited. It's not a new effect, but that's just like how I wanted to set it up. You watching?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So basically it's a big explosion as usual. These are like the chunk models from the Republic ones still. Basically, it's the same effect as for the Republic right now. This is like the new model I added. It's basically Pandemic's model, but I added the texture from Radical and fixed the UVs.
Acceptable.
I would keep it in game though, because I think we can use many more, especially for frigates and captain ships. Some bigger runs which explode on a secondary explosion ODF. Because there's like a maximum. You can actually have like 10. A maximum of 10 numbered chunks. For what I found out.
Good job.
And something also changed is the chunks, at least the escape pod chunks, they go back down to the ground. What would probably make the most sense, since 90% of all the times the escape pods explode right at the ground, so the chunks should actually go back to ground instead of flying up into nowhere as if there was no gravity.
There's going to be some more uses of escape pods as well in the future.
This looks great. I like that screenshot.
Yeah.
When I can be
Even if all clones died.
Okay,
Okay, that's hilarious.
I need to put some new systems as well to make the ground battles more, a bit more interesting. I mean, they're interesting, but they're just not special. I need to make them special.
can we use this screenshot for something else? Chairman.
Oh
This is
no.
pure beauty.
You can post it if you want to. We do have a screenshots channel for dev screenshots.
Our command post is under Confederacy control.
Thanks goodness it's not the wrong arm.
I mean, if a German user will post this, looks very hilarious.
Just need to mirror the image.
Yeah, would be better. But I think then his neck is broken. Oh god.
I'm so happy because they know they're going to die.
Ah.
A leader is commanding our forces.
Yeah, at least one of the things I focused on those escape pods was polishing up the chunk models, because the ones I made years ago were simply copy and pasted and are completely unfinished. I'm not sure how far chunks and vehicles are in current development.
I think they need a touch up.
So was these the same as before?
Hmm?
So the vehicles, especially the chunks and explosions, are still
I
the
think
same as
some of them
before.
have been redone, not all of them.
They are done, you see.
Fab. I know this is reaching back over a decade. I can't remember, for the Sky to Ground map packs, did you ever have a fix for the
The command post is
the
now
ocean
under hostile
water
control.
clipping issue?
You mean the Camino water?
Yeah.
That it's not like loading in properly?
Where it just kind of clips out of view if you face a I'm assuming this is south.
I know exactly which bug you mean, and sadly I never found a fix. I'm not sure how Pandemic managed to get this done. Maybe they used another software, or they edited the Terran file.
I think the water shader is designed to only render in one direction. Interesting. I haven't gone back to the Skytogram Camino map in a while. I was going to download it to research for this, but installing mods is effort. I think it's a leftover from Battlefront 1. It fades in the direction where the interiors would have been on Battlefront 1. And then I think they just probably never fucking updated it. Alright, actually enough dicking around time.
Basically, this is what I did for today. I gave you the escape pod for the Republic and worked on the CIS one. All that's left are the chunk models.
Add pregnant men, please.
What was that suggestion?
All that's left for the CIS escape pod
I like
is the
that idea.
chunk models. They have to make them.
Okay.
And then the CIS ship is exactly at the same state as the Republic ship I sent you. I'm not entirely sure what would still be needed to be done, except for the things I added in notes.
Okay. So,
Did you get this escape pod working already?
it's working well enough. I need to rewrite the system, but I'm going to do it this weekend.
I can send you the CIS escape pod if you want to.
You can do that with me tomorrow after I rewrite the system.
Right.
Having the models done is a very good motivator. Okay.
It's just the chunk models
Now,
for the
back
CIS
to
I'm
being
missing.
not motivated because I have to finish these Koto props that I started. Because I need to
Props?
get Rogue started on his project as soon as possible.
What do you need for this weekend?
Huh?
What do you still need for this weekend?
Not much. I'm set to do what I'm doing. I just need to get Rogue set up to do his thing. This seems huge, but I'm not going to question it. Okay. Keeping clear transport now. Gotta go find these fucking textures. If I remember correctly, this is as far as I got before the fucking mouse drove me insane. And I ended up just fucking rage quitting because it genuinely pissed me off that much. And it's going to do the same today.
But you got the escape pods.
Yes, but the escape pods cannot contain the rage of dealing with a mouse that double clicks every time you single click. Not occasionally, every fucking time, and it's wearing away at my spirit. Buildings, base.
I was going to work on Coruscant again, on the exterior stuff, as I mentioned 2 days ago.
Fantastic.
Because I would like to get this done within
Oh
at
my
least the
fucking
next
god!
beta release.
Stop fucking opening! This is what drove me mad. This is what actually got me to quit the other day.
exactly know that feeling. It's something I really don't understand. 2 days ago, my hard drive froze for like 15 times for like a couple seconds or minutes.
Why are you
And
using
today
hard drives?
it was fine. Huh?
Why are you using hard drives? It's
Is that an
2026.
Yeah, but how is Windows supposed to run without a hard drive?
On an SSD.
I have an SSD
Why are you having problems with a hard drive?
because
It's a hard drive is not a SSD is not a hard drive. Fab. It's a different thing.
what? I call them hard drive.
Because it's hard.
An SSD is a solid block. It's made out of aluminium and other metals and stuff and shit. That's what makes it hard.
Fucking God, Rashford.
Anyways, my SSD, or at least Windows 11, I fucking hate that fucking bug. This guy's turning insane already.
Using Windows 11 fab. How the mighty have fallen.
I'm willing to buy you a mouse. I just need to know your address.
Look, I know yours. I'll ship it to you. It's fine.
I'm just concerned
come
about your
collect it.
mental health.
Look, it's fine. I'll eventually quit with this mouse, and then I'll go and, like, you know, I don't know, start modding PlayStation 2, and that will set me sane again.
Okay.
I am a master of the arts. I will have everything working. Right. Sorry, no. You should have... I don't even know what the fucking point is, but... Identify yourself. Oh. Never mind.
Hey. Welcome, welcome.
And what have you brought for me today?
Balance.
I have nothing for you. I'm working and shit. On Star Wars stuff.
I basically finished the escape pods.
Yeah, Fab did a good job.
Alright. So what's wrong with your mouse?
I'm going to keep this mouse, and I'm going to let you use it someday, River, and then you can tell me what is wrong with this mouse.
Well, I'm asking because I had issues with my mouse
A single
earlier.
click is not a single click.
Okay, not the same problem, but yeah, that's really weird. Is it like openable? Like, can you like open the mic?
Not without like permanent damage to the mouse, as I learned with the previous exact same mouse that doesn't have this problem. Where I decided to take out the random weight that, you know, the Chinese factory worker put in this.
Chinese.
Right. Lord Zacchus.
The problem with my
Zacchus Big Dickus commands you to stop fucking around and get the gun done.
I'm working on the gun.
He is working on the gun.
But yeah. I'm just hanging out.
Ist das still Kato Neimoidia?
Fucking yeet that vertical speed. Fantastic. Okay. Good enough. What the fuck's wrong with the Gibbs? I don't fucking know. Fucking Gibbs. Export. Dot mesh. No. Into mesh. This is. I don't fucking remember. What was it? Fucking shield generator for now. We'll fucking rename it later. Bam, done. Okay, fantastic. Back up one folder, run ODF creator. We'll did it. Nah. File open CN3. Create object. Bam.
It's a question mark. This is huge. What is this thing?
Methinks the scale is wrong.
It is. Honestly, leave that scale.
I believe that the scale should be
Minus 50%.
probably let's start with 10%.
Don't we have reference?
We do, but for some reason this file was sent. Usually things are scaled correctly when they're sent to me. Shit.
It's always an exception. Unless that thing is supposed to be huge.
I don't think it is. Fucking hell. Shit's dark, man. I can't remember how far down the fucking trench this fucker goes. Let us consult the footage. Because I can't be asked to boot up the Webuild.
Doesn't World Edit have different shadings? Like textureless shading?
Probably does, but that wouldn't work on Vertex Lane.
Another cutscene that is sadly broke.
No. There it is, Kitamodia. Kitamodia ship section. No, too far. Where the fuck am I? It's like an hour 15? Yes, okay. That is when I fly in. Right, it pops in. It is roughly looking at the city. Flying. I think it's. Is it here? No. Where is it? Sorry, it's so hard to tell because everything is so fucking It's unbelievably dark. I think
Maybe add in some lights. Add a directional light, a temporary one.
it's not a lighting problem. This is a vertex lighting problem, which, guess what? Lighting doesn't affect.
That's sad. Who
You
made this?
created
This is dark. Me? No. No.
This is fab vertex lighting. Alright.
It's accurate vertex lighting.
It's not. I'm looking at the footage right now. Shut up. I'm literally watching playback to find out where this thing goes, like how far down this trench.
I cannot remember I have made it that dark.
Well, for a game design
Found it,
perspective,
okay,
it would
so
be
it's-
in the middle
It's
way,
past these,
full face,
and then it's here.
in full face.
It's like here, just before the. And then it's like sticking up like this. It's in this little section here. So it goes right there. Is this, and that's the correct size for the one that's in here. So that's the first shield generator done. And then there's a smaller one that's probably in 10% of the size again that goes in here.
I didn't realize this entire time I was muted. I kept asking, what prop are you trying to place? Because I'm not watching the stream right now.
I'm trying to place your mum. Don't worry, River, I got it. I'm such a Chad modder that I just figured it out. Oh, God.
Fab, you're still going to do the CAS escape pod too, right?
You've
I'm
done it.
technically done, yeah. I started today.
Okay.
I
I was just making sure.
I had some choice words with him the other day, and he's seems really motivated all of a sudden. It's almost terrifying.
It is.
I gotta watch him like a hawk, like he used to watch me like a hawk. My position as lead developer may be at risk.
I'm not really interested in becoming the lead developer. I have absolutely no idea what I'm currently up to do. I don't care too much for reference. I'm
Yeah, I
tired.
know.
I'm clearly too tired to actually be lead developer, because if I was, the mod would not be finished in 5 years.
Oh, don't hold your breath on it being finished
Shut up.
even now.
I'm working on it.
I'm
I can
working on it.
Wherever I can stream the escape pod from the CIS right now.
Time to abandon the ship.
What about the interior?
This one, 6-0. The cockpit model is not finished yet. Besides the chunk models for this one too. I'm gonna do them tomorrow, really quick.
Yeah, I think if we're gonna do interiors for the Republic one, we could just recolor the Imperial interior.
Recoloring. Do you
Fab,
mean?
blow his mind. Fab's already done it, River. He's like 10 steps ahead of
We
you.
colored it. I took the entire interior from the Imperial escape pod Shaman sent me. I didn't recolor it.
I mean, that's fine. Also, just a suggestion.
I can show you the interior. Wait. Just a second.
Oh.
Here we go.
The stream paused.
Yeah, I just sent you something.
Oh, you sent me something. Okay.
Ignore the environment map on the window. It's removed now, but this is the interior of the Republic escape pod.
Say window again. Say window again. You said Vindu.
Window. You know what I mean.
Hey,
The,
cool. Looks good.
the environment map here is removed. As Shaman told me, it's not quite necessary or recommended to have them for interiors, which I agree on. At least for this one.
I think interiors for ships were only cut on Wii. Because I've noticed like there's one cutscene model that still has the interior for it in R9.
Ah, great.
Like, this is the current version I'm using for the interior for the Republic. It's basically the Imperial one.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Are we gonna be able to do the disengaging engine stuff and or no? Is it just gonna act kind of like a vehicle like it does now?
Right now, they're attached to the vehicle. Since when you land with the escape pod is supposed to explode and you get thrown out of the vehicle. Like, you're no longer in control of it. You automatically land and you automatically get out of the vehicle. And then it blows up. This happens within a second or two. So, like, there's no need to have actual effect as usual. Because memory reasons.
Oh, I'm going to improve it, Fab. Don't worry. It's going to get the Ryan treatment after I rewrite the system.
Again, I gave him the mesh.
Because
If it's gonna be a thing.
I rewrite the system and then I send it to Ryan. Then Ryan optimizes the script using vibe coding, and then yeah, he makes it look very pretty.
Well, once I'm done with this weapon, and once I don't know, we'll see if I decide portfolio or do or quickly do all the shaders before
I
I
want to
start.
get everything. I want to get this all done, and I want to quit Star Wars. I fucking hate Star Wars.
I still love Star Wars. I have shit I gotta do.
I hate
Weapon
Star Wars.
obviously comes before any of it, so that's what I'm finishing now. I'm close.
I see why Free Radical hates Star Wars now.
Well, Free Radical hates Star Wars because it ruined their lives.
I would define Battlefront 3 Legacy as ruining my life.
I feel guilty.
Don't feel guilty, Fab. You just made me hate Germans. That's a completely different issue.
Germs or Germans?
Germans. I mean, what's the difference?
I didn't know everybody was racist on this server.
Is German a race?
Yes.
I'd say this is more xenophobia.
Yes, it is. It's a
Oh.
master race.
He's got you there. He's got you there. He's not wrong, River.
Would Aryan be your race?
I'm actually not sure. If it's defined by just having blonde hair and blue eyes, it's more or less a mixture you find in the north of Russia, north of Scandinavia. I'd count it as an ethnic aspect and less than a racial aspect. It's like, are black people a race, or are they an ethnic group, or is it more complex? I'm not sure about that.
Everybody is human, and I hate you all equally. Everybody sucks.
Thank you.
I just hate certain people more.
You see?
Thank you.
Can't fix bigotry. Now Shaman is the right wing.
No, he's just a British wing. That's his politics, British wing.
Just
Everything is the British actually won the I don't know why I'm blanking on the name of the war. The Revolutionary War.
Well done. It's your own fucking history.
I swear you said that if you think about it, you guys actually won the Revolutionary War.
How's your country going right now, River?
Shit, like really bad, like fucking
Which
terrible.
country?
How many years did that take? It only took a couple hundred.
But you know what? Donald Trump did give us BF3.
At least ours took
Both
2,000
times.
to get shit, not 200.
Did the British ever give us? Oh, wait, yeah.
Shaman is just jealous because America's doing neo-imperialism and England is not. America gets bigger and Britain remains small.
We have a lot of overseas. We still have the most overseas territories in the world. Yes, 90% of them are just shitty little islands.
In total is as large as Ireland.
Well, yeah, Ireland, specifically the northern part of Ireland, is part of the United Kingdom.
But
Doesn't
all
Ireland
of us,
hate you guys?
Not the north. The north is us.
Where are the
guys.
IRA from?
The south.
again, Shaman is a far-right ethno-nationalist.
I don't know, man. When the UAE declares you as a like potential risk due to Islamic extremism. You know, you got to question things.
What? You have you?
I think UK is first to get fucked by Iceland.
United Arab Emirates have declared the United Kingdom as a hostile state due to Muslim extremism.
Why importing them?
So they've like
isn't
forbid their students for like traveling to United Kingdom schools due to the fear of them being converted to extremism.
You mean like not raping women?
I
No.
think it's even worse than that.
No, it's just UAE saying that we're not going to send you. We're not allowed to go to the UK because we have a feeling that you're probably going to rape women.
We shouldn't need to live like this.
Look, they gave us a warning about this like 10 years ago, and they were like very accurate with it. Well, they basically just said that, you know, we shouldn't embrace political correctness because obviously it just opens the door for extremism to just be acceptable based on belief, which is true. America has the same issues and has historically had the same issues, but it's a bit more problematic when it's not an internal issue.
So yeah, I know. Shit's fucked right now.
Either
The rest
side
of the
calls you a
world does
Nazi
not
or
care
blames the
about
Jews.
the Christian extremism that America has had to deal with for the last few hundred years.
And yet
Yeah, you only have
Christians are the most
you only
hunted group
team
on
from-
earth.
The one thing I'll give you, River, the one thing that I'll give the Jews is you never hear about the existence of Jewish extremists.
Because it would be considered a conspiracy theory.
I think
You
I
don't
think,
get me wrong, you guys still get up to some shady shit, but you guys know to keep it like on the low.
we have friends in high places.
Yeah, you fund all the other extremist groups.
They're just playing chess. And we are the pawns.
Secretly, ISIS is just Jewish people but dressed up as Muslims. This stream
Yet
is gonna
again-
get fucking
Yet again,
banned.
one side calls one a Nazi and another side just blames the Jews for everything. This is both. This
I think
does
it's all
not
the
lead to a
Chinese. It's
solution.
always been the
It's
Chinese.
very much like this is very much like BF3 Legacy.
I think it's always been the Chinese guys. They've been behind everything.
My second guess. I think it cannot be India. Your hatred against Germans is absolutely insufferable. It does not lead to you. It does not lead to passion and peace. You just break yourself apart.
Why did I ever say I hate Germans? I'm friends with multiple Germans, including you. I have many German friends.
Oh my god! Did River just pull out like the "I have black friends" card?
Yes, I know.
He's allowed to do that.
Guys, I'm not a germaphobe. I have German friends.
I'm technically half African.
You're half African,
And
or like 1/4.
Oh, he's South African. It's worse.
Oh, South Africa. Okay.
Well, no.
He's not actually German. He's just like stolen the German person's life. Like he's just some like German tourist. He just stole his passport, his identity.
Are we sure this is the same fab that started Battlefront 3 Legacy?
I don't know.
Maybe he was replaced on one of his sabbaticals.
He does look like the most generic German person ever. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I visited Germany, there was someone who literally looked identical to like Fab, serving food in like my hostel cafeteria.
I wouldn't say that. No, Fab looks normal. Well, like not. He looks not like this distinguishedly German.
You're looking at the photo.
There's nothing.
Again, I'm technically half African.
Do you have any proof to these claims?
Father was born in Algeria. I think he is partly French.
Oh
partly
god,
Barbarian.
it's getting worse.
It's getting worse. There's a reason why I'm
I
called
can
Fabulous.
tolerate
It's a French
Germans.
name.
I can just about tolerate Americans, but the one thing I cannot tolerate are the French.
Don't like them either.
Oh, the
They're
French
all
don't like
black.
anyone.
They don't even like themselves.
They still owe us land.
They are amazingly patriotic for a country that like hates everything about their country.
To mention, their video game companies are very known to like Bill
Oh yeah,
Cosby.
they're award-winning. They're award show winning. They win the entire award show, not the awards themselves. Right, okay, now what we've done the big model, now we've got to do the small model. And none of these transforms are frozen, so this was a massive waste of time. Fantastic.
Freeze the transforms.
Time to
Always.
re-export everything. So this was you. This was you. I'm distracted by the incredibly good conversation. Any interesting news today?
A hit piece about Filoni came out.
A hit piece?
Yes.
Oh, what did it say? That he's kind of a one-trick pony
No.
who's been
That he didn't like
one-tricking
Andor,
all-
even though he said multiple occasions that he loved Andor. Also, that Kathleen Kennedy canceled Indiana Jones animated series.
Well, why is that a bad thing?
Honestly, I think that actually would have worked. I think
The one thing Kathleen did care about and definitely had the biggest connection to was Indiana Jones. So that was probably a good reason why she cancelled that.
oh, they got like some Japanese studio that like they were working on it with someone from Star Wars Visions.
It probably was a potentially a creative conflict then. Okay. Well, we're on that territory right now. Kathleen Kennedy gets blamed for a lot of the issues with Star Wars, most of which were not her decisions or her.
Yes, there were Igers.
They were Igers. Everything that people hate about Disney Star Wars that they blame Kathleen Kennedy for mostly falls on Disney. A lot of what people absolutely love about recent Star Wars projects comes from Kathleen Kennedy. Her biggest flaw was the fact that she had way too
And
much
pushback.
faith way too much faith in the directors and lead writers she hired. To the point where she basically left projects in their hands, which obviously didn't work out because a lot of the people they were hiring just kind of needed that executive producer oversight, which just didn't
Otherwise,
happen.
they just sit on projects for years, like Childish Gambino and Lando.
I mean that's a whole different issue. The Lando show had a different issue. That's like some personal crap with Childish Gambino. I think he's only just began performing again, if I remember correctly. But the problem with like all of the issues that people blame Kathleen Kennedy for were mostly Disney decisions. The sequel trilogy was a mess because Disney forced a production and then basically
Forced George out.
They made a bunch of executive prerogatives for the first film, which, to be fair, JJ didn't do a terrible job navigating. It's definitely the most enjoyable of the three. And then I feel like because Ryan had such a locked-in vision for what he wanted to create, and it just didn't, the setup and the pieces just didn't fit together, leading to this kind of spiral. And then obviously the Rise of Skywalker was a production nightmare.
Well, that was all Kathleen Kennedy.
That movie was just poor
The
blood.
only thing.
No, Duel of the Fates fell in due to budgetary concerns, which would not have been Kathleen Kennedy's prerogative. That would have been Disney going, okay, Solo failed at the box office and it was a production nightmare. We're, going to give you a sizable budget, but we're not, giving you a massive budget to make this third film. And then Duel of the Fates was this massive, big budget finale. So that fell apart due to budgetary issues mostly. And then obviously Kathleen did the only thing she could do, which is drag
Hire the writer of Batman vs Superman. That is literally like the.
Yeah, but the problem is she had to get whoever was available. Like this shit, like to book these people to work on projects, you have to do years in advance. This is why it takes years to make projects. I actually this is why the sequel trilogy was so rushed, because in order to get the studios, like the actual studio space to make the film, Disney probably booked that space before they even bought Star Wars, knowing that they were going to use it. Because it takes, you have to book those studio facilities years in advance.
That sucks, man.
The sequel trilogy was essentially a mess because they didn't have time. It's the exact same thing that happened with the Hobbit trilogy. If you ever look into the production of the Hobbit, it was an absolute mess. It was an absolute nightmare. Admittedly, those three films came out significantly better than the Star Wars films, but that was mostly because they had a really good cast and a really good director, but there was no plan going in, and basically it was just a studio rushing to produce the project, and it's the exact same thing that happened in Star Wars sequels. It's why the projects that were given a bit more time to simmer were better. That's why Rogue One was better, because it had that extra time to be developed, and the fact that it was basing itself off already existing material obviously made it a lot easier. Obviously, Solo had a lot of production issues, but I'd say Ron Howard managed to pull it back together. Even
honestly, I don't. There's no way. Chris Lord and I don't believe that they can make a bad movie. I'm sorry.
I think if you look at the material from when they were working on Solo, I think they just fell out with Lucasfilm. I don't think they were working on the project in the way that Kathleen probably wanted. From what I heard, they were kind of treating the film
a lot more, like a lot less seriously. They treated it essentially how Skeleton Crew should have been treated.
Like something that should be canceled because no one wanted to see it.
I mean, Skeleton Crew, yeah, but also because they were just kind of having fun. They were very much just doing their. They were just making a fun film, but they weren't taking the film seriously at all. Essentially,
I mean, yeah, but like there's no way that like I just don't see them making a bad film.
Anyway,
I think it would have been better. Would have taken more risks.
from what I saw from when they were producing the film and from their few surviving scenes, there really isn't that much that survived. It's like a couple minutes, and then I think there's like another few minutes of cancelled scenes that were still theirs. It's probably good because it was definitely taking a bit of a strain on the cast because obviously, what's his face who played Han was he'd taken acting lessons based on Harrison Ford's performance, but the problem is that the film that they were making was kind of just nonsensical and almost a parody. So it very much was just putting a straight. It would have been a difficult film. Ron did piece it back together, but the problem is obviously he had so little time that the third act was just a complete and total mess.
The sequels suck.
Yeah, but that's because the production was just Disney forced up production immediately, and then just by the time Rise of Skywalker came out, like people blame Kathleen Kennedy, but Kathleen Kennedy's not as involved in the sequels as people imagine. Like she wasn't on set every fucking day. She wasn't like standing directly over the director's shoulders. She was running a multi-million-dollar company, billion-dollar company from San Francisco. She wasn't, sat in the United Kingdom-based studio every day checking everything. She was an executive producer. Her career was also based on working with these incredible film legends. So it's understandable that her perspective is to put full faith in those creating these projects, which obviously has backfired. She's even assembled teams to do like the monitoring and like the story editing for her to make sure that things are all coherent, which Dave Filoni was the lead of.
What happened with what I think you're referring to is the story group, which was a terrible idea.
It fell apart.
Because honestly, yeah,
Acolyte
the story
broke it.
group. No, the story group. I don't even think it was around for like the acolyte. The story group was not given enough. They would make suggestions, but they could just be ignored. And from
anyway, Kathleen,
JJ didn't listen to the story group.
Kathleen was not involved enough for projects. I think the only projects she got significantly involved with was yeah, Solo was more so the fact that she was kind of on damage control. Andor, she was actually surprisingly involved with. Mostly because she was basically trying to stop Disney from cancelling it before season 1 had finished wrapping, and and trying her best to try and get season 2 done. She was heavily involved with the Indiana Jones film, which I didn't hate. It's not great. It's not amazing, but it's.
Well, I think the issue with the Indiana Jones is that the video
was
game
too-
just did so much. It was too good. Like it just like that should have been.
But the problem is that what people forget is Kathleen Kennedy isn't president of Star Wars. She's president of Lucasfilm, and Lucasfilm is this massive umbrella corporation.
That only makes Star Wars because. That only makes Star Wars. I'm sorry, they only make Star Wars.
She
It's
wanted
not
to
even
make an
Star
Indiana
Wars.
Jones film, and like that was like one of her main goals going in was to make another Indiana Jones film. And she did it. It was okay. It wasn't amazing.
Well, she wanted to do, which I mean, I respect. I don't like fault her or anything. Like it was. Harrison
good.
wanted to do it. He wanted, and that's what she said in the interview. She said Harrison wanted to do another one, and I wanted to. I'm sure that part of the agreement for him to come back for 7 was that they would do another Indiana Jones.
I think they just waited a bit too long. But then again, Harrison was
Obviously,
very busy.
no, honestly, I think it's more Spielberg's fault because Spielberg was dragging. I assume was just dragging his feet on
no,
him.
people forget that Kathleen was president of a multi-billion-dollar company who are an umbrella corporation for like many other very expensive and very important companies to the film industry. And then at the same time, she was, kind of under the very, very firm foot of Disney, who, to be honest, everything that people blame her for probably come from Disney. Disney are the ones who insisted on Disney Plus shows. Kathleen Kennedy didn't turn around and go, "I'm going to make a bunch of Disney Plus shows." No, she wanted to make.
Yeah. I mean, that's 100%
This
Chapek's
part just
fault.
should-
She wanted to
Should-have
make movies and TV shows, but she was told that she could only make TV shows. So she did what anyone would do, and that's like fight for the projects that are most likely to be successful. And then obviously she put her faith in the teams behind it. But like, to be honest, her biggest problem was, again, it is the fact that she just put too much faith into the creative control of the people she was working with.
Well, no, her biggest problem was she didn't do what George. I hired her to like be the buffer between, like he was hoping that she would be the buffer between the company and Disney, and keep creative keep the creative integrity while
I think she was put
while
into,
shielding.
I think she was put into a very difficult situation. I think the projects that she did genuinely fight for were worth it. I believe what she was trying to do would have been better. Again, it was just the fact that she was limited to, for most of her run, to TV shows. And again, she put just too much faith in the wrong directors and writers, which is something that just happens. I think she just had a. I think she's just kind of. She's good as someone running the company, but it's the wrong company to be running.
Just screw them all
Obviously, now we have
equally.
Filoni, and I'm slightly more concerned now because
Not.
Filoni is going to be over-involved. As he has
he should.
been. Well,
No,
no, because it's
It's not any
alienating.
better.
It's
So Lucasfilm is always over involved. I don't know who you're kidding. We know from the LucasArts stuff that LucasArts licensing.
that's LucasArts. But this is like Kathleen's approach was to kind of try and motivate the art through allowing the artist freedom, which is ultimately what backfired because it's kind of what dragged George down in the end, was the fact that people wouldn't say no to him, which basically gave him full creative control over the prequels, which obviously backfired, which he realized. That's why he hired an incredibly experienced children's show staff to make the Clone Wars, because he knew he needed someone to say no, and to obviously make this show because he can't be trusted. But
I think you're insane if you think that.
well, Filoni's and George have said on record that Filoni was only brought in due to his experience making Avatar.
Well, yeah, obviously. He was brought in because his friend recommended him to George.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not that excited now. I am great. Like, it's... People are acting as if this is an immediate renaissance. It's not an immediate renaissance. It's going to be more of the same. But
well, I'm hoping and praying for cancellations because
Well, what are you hoping to be
More
cancelled?
PC assets. More assets. More cancellations. That's what we need.
What are you hoping to be cancelled?
the Ray thing,
Ah, shit.
and I hope that the Ben Solo shit gets made instead.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Dave Filoni said Dave Filoni was one of the people that Sotomayor or whatever his fucking name is said thought the script was
Again,
great.
this shit is like planning years in advance. So it's probably already set in stone that it's happening.
No, it's not. Kathleen said specifically she's leaving it up to him in the interview.
We'll see.
And she basically said that the Taika Waititi project is dead.
Well, that's a given.
She says it's in somewhat development, which is code for it's dead.
Look,
and the
all
Mango
I
thing is
know
on hold, which is code
is
for it's dead.
I am not a huge fan of Filoni's approach to Star Wars. He is very much not necessarily the savior.
Couldn't even fix the acolyte.
Well, he wasn't on the Acolyte.
I will give him. He was not part of the Acolyte. In fact, he's had very little involvement with the High Republic, from as far as I'm aware. But Filoni is it's going to end up becoming very. It's going to become even more Marvelized at this point. He loves interconnectivity and like sharing the same characters and build and unnecessarily like fleshing out. He's basically the kind of guy who would write like massive fan fictions and then try and add them to Wikipedia, because that's essentially what he does.
Paste.
This is heresy.
It's not heresy.
This is you, Doomer, posting. You and Luke, Doomer posting about
one, with the exception of Dooku in the Tales of the Jedi. Name one good character development that Filoni was responsible for.
What do you mean? But like, for a character that's not Ahsoka?
Well, Ahsoka should have died in Rebel Season 2.
Not sooner?
What has developed in Ahsoka's character since then?
George wanted her dead before 3. Before Revenge of the Sith.
River can't respond because there's nothing good.
Oh,
at
I
Ahsoka.
know. Well, no, because I'm focused on something else. I'm trying to think.
Pre Whistler.
All of Balin's stuff.
But
Like you can't deny.
what about the Balin
He
stuff?
created the Balin. Balin's a fucking interesting character.
Balin is an interesting character, yes, but Ahsoka in the Ahsoka show is not. Sabine in the Ahsoka show is not.
I will say, and it's not. It's more just like
Filoni is the master of creating dead-end characters who have fulfilling endings as their story arc and their development closes, and people have closure, and then bringing them back unnecessarily, and then just dragging out more stories, but they don't develop the character in any more interesting of a way. Like even Darth Maul, which wasn't his call to bring back from the dead, Filoni kind of botched in Rebels by just turning him into this like character who turns up once a season to troll Ezra and then just dies.
I think you're fucking.
I think that is probably. I think he regrets that now.
I think
he regrets killing Maul. I think he regrets how he presented Maul in Rebels.
I don't think so at all.
I think he did because obviously since Rebels, obviously they've gone, oh yeah, so Maul in Rebels, he's just kind of this solo guy who just turns up once a season to dick with Ezra and then gets killed by Obi-Wan within 5 seconds of seeing him again.
It turned insane.
But guys, at the same time that we were seeing them just kind of, sitting alone in his ship with a bunch of hacked robots, well, he's actually running this big intergalactic crime ring that's like bigger than the Hutts.
Nobody knows about.
Again, that's not his decision. You know who that was?
I know, it's just Solo.
Solo. That is, the only thing I think he would regret about killing Maul is that they couldn't bring him.
Where did the idea come from, though?
What?
Where did Maul's big intergalactic crime ring come from?
You?
Well, no.
You went to Dave Filoni and you said, "I have this great idea."
No, the idea for the big intergalactic crime ring was from George Lucas.
Oh. What?
Because that was what Maul was supposed to do after Mandalore. He was supposed to go rebuild his criminal empire.
Lucas brought Maul back, didn't he?
But Filoni's idea of Maul was Maul just kind of, vibed for, 15 years.
Hey, Shaman, you know that they're making a show about what he did, so he didn't just vibe. You shouldn't be making these judgments when you've not seen the show that they're making about these events.
This show is coming out 10 years after Maul had fucking died in Rebels.
Okay, but do you understand? Do you understand the situation that that Star Wars Animation was in at that point? They were told they could only do Rebels, and they had to cut their budget from. They couldn't make a show as high budget as Clone Wars.
The heroes that were.
Then why did they bring Maul back in? Because they were already talking about doing an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie.
Because they were making the best of a bad situation.
No, it's Filoni doing what he likes to do, and that is bringing back callback characters unnecessarily. Usually to kill them off, which he did with Maul. But he did it in a very unceremonious way, wasting the character. for more bigger storytelling. That has affected Star Wars media for the last decade.
Nope.
That sucks.
Okay. What value? Because this was actually a Filoni decision, by the way. What value is there, a River O River? Was there in bringing a Statue of Ventress back?
Was that a Filoni decision?
It was a Filoni decision.
Where can you point to that being a Filoni decision?
While he wasn't writing for Bad Batch, he was the showrunner. He was producer. He greenlit it, or probably came up with the idea himself.
Oh, you're just assuming? So let's see. Who worked on season 3 of the Bad Batch? He executive produced it. Okay. But do you understand he was doing other shit?
Yes, but he's also head of Lucasfilm Animation. And he's also very, very involved.
I think people just want to people want to hate because they want to hate. And they don't want to give him a chance.
Well, I'm going to give him a chance. But it's giving a chance to someone whose entire career has been producing children's media and basically trying to absolutely milk the ever-loving fuck about telling stories about the same set of characters repeatedly.
Feel disengaged.
Now we have it. I think you just give him a chance. If things go badly, I'll say, okay, you're right.
You know what TV show he was a massive advocate for? Book of Boba Fett. Oh, that was a fantastic show. Everybody loves Book of Boba Fett.
That's not his fault. That's not his fault. You want to know why? Because they were forced to fucking.
Have you watched the behind the scenes, River? Have you watched the behind the scenes? Guess who was on set for most of the production? Guess who was standing there in his hat as this horrible thing was made?
Yeah, the only 2 good episodes that he directed.
Yeah, but he was also heavily involved in the production of the whole show. He showed up on the fucking footage of him on set is for the fucking flashback scenes with Boba and the Tuskens. He was there for the whole thing because he was helping produce the show. But he was also a massive advocate for it.
Just give him a chance. Give him a chance.
He was also, put in full creative control of A Mandalorian Season 3, and we all know what a masterpiece that turned into.
Will lieber Deutsch reden.
He's left alone.
Give him a chance.
He's left alone without Jon Favreau for 1 season.
Also, no, he didn't. He was not. Part of the reason why it was so fucking bad was because Jon Favreau was left to his own devices because he had to work on Ahsoka.
They should have just made the Old Republic movie. Can't be that hard. Lay it out and make it.
I think, in my opinion, Maul should have not bring back and maybe make a series about his apprenticeship and how he get this in episode 1 instead of giving him an unnecessary large.
Well, then you have to blame George Lucas for that because that's Lucas. Lucas Filoni thought he was crazy when he suggested that.
Yeah, I hear that.
Everyone on the team said, "What?" I've watched like radio interviews that
Yeah.
like barely anyone's seen.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a Filoni head.
I mean,
Filoni
Maul's character
directed multiple
had,
episodes for
much,
season 3.
Had much.
He was not too busy with Ahsoka.
Am I the
What do you
only
mean? He
one who
didn't
actually
direct
liked
any.
that
Oh,
Maul
all right.
returned?
You want to prove it? Prove it. He directed any episode of season 3. He didn't direct any episode. It was actually mainly Bryce Dallas Howard that directed that season.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
pretty
you're
sure.
right. No, he didn't direct to season 3, but he did write episodes for season 3.
Which ones?
Right, so Jon Favreau wrote most of the episodes. Filoni wrote chapter 20 and 23. That's the Foundling and the Spies. So that's the weird fuck off episode where they're dicking, the first part of the finale, where they're dicking about on Mandalore surface, and the episode where they go rescue Jon Favreau's child.
You mean from the thesaurus?
Thesaurus?
The dinosaur that like kidnapped him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's also the episode with the amazing Order 66 flashback.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it? Really?
Yes. It really is. It's shoehorned in there.
When the fuck does that come in? I don't remember how that fucking initiates.
Grogu's they're making metal for they're making an armor for Grogu, and Grogu is like
God, the
staring
rest of
at
that
the
episode
fire,
is such
and then it cuts to Order 66 flashback.
Disney sucks.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see.
When are we getting Galen Erso in Legacy again?
We'll see.
Oh, not Galen Erso. Sorry, Krennic.
Let me put it this way: I have severe doubts that we're ever going to see any Star Wars project with likeness to Andor now. That Dave Filoni is in control.
I think you're wrong. I think
everything that Andor is goes directly against everything that Dave Filoni is. Zero existing characters, zero existing links, just its own independent show with an incredibly gritty and adult theming.
Just because he doesn't personally like to do this doesn't mean that he is going to forbid other people from doing it. And I don't think that.
But if he allows other people to do it, as I said, he's over involved, so he will basically be like standing on the corner of the set like every other shoot. So he's going to end up eventually
He's going to manipulate it.
I didn't say manipulate. I said he will step in, and he will probably make suggestions or insist that they bring in familiar characters, so that he can put in Rex or a.
Okay, give me one example where where there wasn't original characters, where he's said, all right, we need to put in, like, he's not done that.
What, where they've made a show where it's like completely independent of like the rest of Star Wars, kind of forming its own identity, and then Filoni decided to force in a bunch of existing characters?
No.
Sorry, what was the question?
The question was, I don't remember, but
It was exactly that.
probably-
You said name one project that Filoni did where it's it's an individual story, but he's like forced in characters, and I'm just gonna say Mandalorian.
no, I mean like someone else's thing, like not something where he was like literally direct. I mean, someone else's project, not something he's working that he's like co-person of.
Well, he's
Someone else's project.
all of his project.
Someone else's.
Everything is his project now.
And that's a good thing because he's just good at what he does.
To which
I
I then
think we
say
all-
Tales of series. To which he didn't write any of it, but he was still.
Yeah, he didn't write any. He wasn't involved. He was not involved in any
He
of these
was.
seasons past season 1.
He was producer.
He was not
on
involved.
all of them, just like he was for all of Bad Batch.
Okay, but what the fuck does a producer do? Like,
In fact, I'm pretty sure
Executive
he was the
producer.
showrunner, which means that he was in charge of it. Hang on 1 second. Okay, so Tales of the Underworld, everyone's favorite season.
I'm going sleeping now.
Yeah, I wish you a good night.
Where is creator of Tales of the
Goodbye.
Underworld?
Good walk with the
Dave Filoni. He was the showrunner.
yes, because
Man
it's
kann zu
the
glauben, dass die
season.
ihn stumm geschaltet haben.
Can we not talk about Dave Filoni? Let's talk about
Gute Nacht.
Gute Nacht.
Gute
Ciao.
Nacht.
tonight.
See ya.
Night Fab.
He was the showrunner and sole creative body, with the exception of not actually writing the episodes, which was someone else, behind all of the Tales of and Bad Batch seasons. Those fantastic and completely messy stories.
You and I have very different opinions on Star Wars. That's not going to change.
So you like
no matter
Cad
how-
Bane. So you like Cad Bane, the mysterious bounty hunter whose entire existence was to be the badass bounty hunter between Boba Fett and Jango Fett. You like him having an incredibly fleshed out backstory that is entirely derivative of like 1940s like mob dramas.
Because that's what he was originally intended to be.
Oh, he was never intended to be that.
Yeah, he was. That's what he was based off of.
He's just sorry, Dave Filoni's own words is he's just a space cowboy, and that's cool. He sketched the character in 5 minutes to impress George. There was no, this is what he was based off. No.
Were you in the room? Were you in the room?
No. This is what Filoni said himself. Back in
I'm just
2008.
being difficult with you. I don't really care. I literally don't care.
It just makes the entire story was stupid, and if anything, just diminishes the character of Cad Bane.
Well, I think you're stupid.
I think you just can't accept the fact that Dave Filoni is the showrunner behind the incredibly terrible final 2 seasons of Bad Batch and the incredibly terrible Tales of series. Not just
I
the
think
first
you
season.
can't understand that he's one person and that he has to divide his time between things. And when he has his own show, that takes precedent.
But you just criticized Kathleen Kennedy for doing this earlier.
Kathleen Kennedy wasn't making her own show.
Well, no, she was running a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yes, which he will be now doing. So how is he going to interfere if he's running the fucking company? He put the Mandoverse movie on hold because he has to run the company.
The Mandoverse has been a complete and utter mess. Admittedly, that's not his fault. I don't actually hold him in any way accountable for the absolute mess of the Mandoverse.
Well, you just were blaming him for it.
No, I blame him for the low quality of the Mandoverse. and the absolutely
No, you want
terrible state
you
of
wanna know-
animation.
You want to know who to blame?
Eh?
Disney. They wanted fucking. They wanted Grogu back immediately. So that's what they had to do, because he was the cash cow. He was the most successful thing that they've ever had, like since they took over. Like, and they weren't going to let
As
that.
far as I'm aware, that was the request, but it wasn't requested that they do it straight into Book of Boba Fett.
I'm pretty sure that is literally. They said that he needs to come back immediately. Like you just like you're taking like the cash cow away from us. We have this incredibly successful character, and you've basically just ridden him off.
It doesn't matter. I hate Star Wars now. I will continue to hate Star Wars until something
Yes.
releases that changes my mind. Something that's actually new, not derivative of either, highly. Just it's the problem is that the way that they write it, it's not even like, oh, it's just a nod to like old media, or like a combination of like nods to cinema history. No, it's just, oh yeah, we were watching a Clint Eastwood film, so we decided to make a Clint Eastwood film, but Star Wars. That's just it's not enjoyable.
You?
Just taking something that exists and making it Star Wars is kind of bland.
Isn't that literally what George Lucas did?
No, George Lucas sampled existing media, yes, but he combined them in a way. Okay. George Lucas, wanted to make space fighting based off, World War II dogfights, but he didn't make, the spaceships literal World War II planes like your favorite guy in the world did.
Oh.
Dave Filoni. Ahsoka season
How
1.
did he make it literal?
Where they
They're not
introduced the
literal
new...
They look more like pod racers.
They're not pod racers. They are literally... And they see this in the behind the scenes. They are literally just like the main like cockpit section of like a Spitfire. They even make World War II plane sounds. It defeats the point of the inspiration if you just make it become the thing.
Well, Shaman, I would very much like to see your Star Wars. What would your Star Wars be? Pitch me a show.
I'm not going to do it on the spot. I would like to refine my ideas.
Is it furry porn, like with Chewbacca? What are we talking?
I would make the holiday special again.
Aren't they already doing that?
Are they?
Yes, they actually are.
Oh, fantastic. I'd make like a gritty cop drama set on Kashyyyk. And it's just a holiday special, but like they live in like the Detroit of Kashyyyk.
So you would make RoboCop, but but it's it's on Kashyyyk.
It's downtown Kashyyyk.
Chicago.
Wookiee crimes.
Wookiee on Wookiee crimes. Crimes against Wookiees. No, they actually won't ever. I don't think they're. I think the holiday special project or whatever the fuck it is. I don't think it'll have Wookiees in it, fortunately, because
Well, that's another thing I hate about Disney Star Wars. They're adverse to using anything that actually exists. Like, I'll give it to Filoni. Like, yeah, he can bring back characters, but he struggles to bring back, planets and species that we've already seen that aren't just already lying on set because they're being used for something else. Like,
that's not his fault.
When was the I think the last time we saw Wookiees in Star Wars media was that Bad Batch episode, where they go back to Kashyyyk. And then the only time before then was the Fallen Order.
Well, that you can blame Disney for.
No, I don't know. I don't think Disney are saying, "Oh, you can't use existing planets in animation," because we've seen that they can use existing planets.
Okay, what existing planet are you like? Oh my god, I can't believe they didn't use this planet.
Like anything other than generic desert planet number 27. Like, come on, even Andor got to use Naboo. Like, apart from
they have this thing where like if one project uses it, they're not allowed to use it. Like that's why we never saw Coruscant in the sequels, was because episode 9 was supposed to use it, and then episode 9 just decided not to use it because
they didn't decide not
JJ
to.
hates the prequels.
They didn't decide not to use it. It was probably due to the budget cuts, because obviously episode 9 ended up having like no sets, no budget. Oh, that film's a mess.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Anyway, no, I would love to see Naboo like actually appear in media. I think the only appearances it's had in Disney media is the Tales of a Jedi Padme's funeral scene, and the one scene of Luthen blowing up a bridge in Andor.
Well, other than it's been in the comics.
It has been in the comics a lot, which annoys me even more.
Why would it annoy you?
Because
the comics don't even they're barely canon anymore. They literally don't even pay attention to them.
Oh, that's the other thing that really does annoy me about your boy Dave Filoni.
What? Is that he ignores the comics because they're bad?
He doesn't
most
ignore
of the
the
time?
comics. Well, he pays attention to one of the comics.
What? Which one?
Okay, so Dave Filoni.
The Kanan one was with his
everything.
Was I assume
all of the cancelled Clone Wars stories, according to Dave Filoni, are canon.
But yes, but he refuses to make them.
He refuses to make them. But
yes.
he's quite happy to constantly reference them.
Yes.
I will forgive him.
I think that's going to change. I think that's going to change.
I will forgive him for his references to Dark Disciple because it was novelized. I will forgive him for his references to Son of Dathomir because it was turned into a comic. I will not forgive him for his references to the cancelled Bad Batch arcs and his references to the Boba Fett development story.
Oh yeah. I mean, here's what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to get animated movies. And I think that's a good thing because what needs to happen is those arcs need to be finished, and they need to be finished with, they can be finished by doing one-off animated movies.
I don't know how hard Kathleen fought for Clone Wars, but 12
I don't think she fought at all.
I think
the fact that it was can't.
I think Disney turned around and just went, yeah, we can do this, but we're only greenlighting 12 episodes. And then Kathleen probably turned to Dave and was like, yeah, can you make 12 episodes of Clone Wars? And Dave was like, yeah, sure. And then he chose these 12 episodes. I understand why he chose these 12 episodes. Although I do think he should have ditched the
Chris and Rafa.
It's there because they need to explain how Ahsoka got to Mandalore.
Yeah.
It's not the best story, but it was like the main Ahsoka story that was cancelled.
But what I don't get is why the Utapau arc wasn't just finished. Because like, if they finished the Bad Batch arc,
I think that was because he was told 12 episodes.
Yeah, but like they wouldn't have to spend as much money on it. Like it's like it's already like half done.
I think for legal reasons they had to recreate it.
No.
Well, yes, because they were on contract to produce that for Cartoon Network, who are not a Disney organization, which means that that production was licensed for Cartoon Network.
Nope. Cartoon Network owns nothing of the Clone Wars. Maybe the Tartakovsky one, but not the George Lucas one.
They were in contract with. That's why it released on Netflix after the show's cancellation.
Yeah, so clearly they could do it. They didn't own it. Like, again, I don't think, and I know for a fact because they use assets from the old stuff. They just adapted it.
Doesn't matter. I'm
like Rebels. Obi-Wan is modified from the season 7 Obi-Wan that was made for 2012 season 6, or for the back half of season 6 that we never got.
Ultimately, I don't care. We got like. Sorry, no. I know that's wrong because I've seen that video. No, they looked at the model. The model was completely different.
Yeah, I'm not talking about a video. I'm talking about the literal model sheets. I can send you a drive link to all the model sheets.
Anyway, I don't care. It's not going to be an immediate change. I don't think things are going to change for a while.
Yeah, I don't think things are going to change till at least a year.
Even then, I don't think we're going to see much shift at all. I don't think Filoni is. All I'm going to say is Filoni is not the savior of Star Wars. He is the continuation of Star Wars. But he is the continuation of Star Wars as it is. Because he already had an incredibly long leash and a lot of creative control. It is.
I disagree.
It is possible that if we see more projects greenlit that are ambitious, that they are different, but
also you were white knighting for Kennedy this entire stream, but you not mentioned the fact that she is literally the worst person. Like she loses talent so fucking her like talent drop rate is like unheard of. This canceled movie. The Josh Trank one, I won't blame her for. That was because Josh Trank went fucking crazy.
People say that, but at the same time, Marvel also have been completely crapping on projects non-stop for the last.
No. Yes, only that was because of Chapek. That was because of, like, I'm talking in Marvel Prime. Marvel Prime, other than the Ant-Man movie, they did not have like that big of a like reputation of that.
Yep, Ant-Man was 2015. Your
I
point
forget
is
how I'm bad at math.
Your point is so Star Wars didn't begin to machine gun projects until COVID. which is also exactly the same time as when Marvel announced like 29 million projects alongside
Yes, 'cause
Star
it was
Wars at Disney
Yes, and do you know
23
who-
because it was JPEG, and then he's a JPEG, and at both IPs, and even Disney, because Disney announced a bunch of projects as well, just began to machine gun them because you can't produce that many projects, and COVID and the writers' strike completely erased any possibility of anything happening.
Well, what do you think? Like,
A lot
I
of
don't
the
think.
film, I think, a
I
lot of
don't
the
think.
film.
I don't think Iger's gonna. I don't believe Iger's ever gonna leave.
I think Iger will quit again, but only when he feels he can. I'm not gonna lie, Iger is not off to a great start.
His comeback has not been.
His
Yes, it's better than JPEG, but it's not been what he.
his failure to cancel the shitty live action remakes has just convinced me that Disney is doomed. They're still going to make like massive amounts of money from Disney adults, but I don't think anything under Disney's control is going to improve. Kind of sad. I am quite concerned for Avengers and Doomsday.
So am I.
I think I did the maths. I think if each named cast member that has been confirmed was to be given just like a non-stop speaking like part, where they are like center focus of the camera and got to speak lines, they get 3 minutes each for the entire runtime of the film, not including credits. Which means that like over half the cast are probably just not going to talk. Because there's just not enough runtime. Unless Disney turn around and reveal it's like a 4-hour-long film.
I've heard it's almost 3 hours.
It's currently its official standing is 150 minutes, which is 2.5 hours.
I just don't have.
Which is the same. Which is the same runtime as Infinity War, not Endgame. Infinity War.
I think that.
But this is Infinity War with 4 times the cast.
I just don't think it's just they made a. They ended it. Kevin Feige did the right thing and ended it, but at the same time, Disney's like, well, we can't end this. You need to keep going. You need to keep going.
So he did the only thing he could.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. yet again. I'm concerned for the film. I don't think it's got the runtime. I think Disney are going to reveal that it has a longer runtime than it's officially announced so far. Again, its official runtime at the moment is 150 minutes. Which, if it is, then the film's just immediately it's gonna bomb. They can't do what they're promising with 150 minutes.
Oh, I don't think that they're going to be able to.
Because if it is 150 minutes, then why the fuck have they been dicking around doing nothing with X-Men, waiting for this one film where you're not going to have enough time to do anything with the X-Men because you've got 100 and let's subtract credits times. You got about 140 minutes worth of film to get everyone together, form teams, build your new villain that you haven't hyped up, introduce the X-Men into the MCU properly, not through, specific characters just kind of being there. Like, there is so much to do that if it's not like a super long film, and it can't be too long. It has to be like 3 hours. It can't probably about the runtime of Endgame, maybe a bit more. It's. I don't think they can do it.
I think that they should have just done the Mutant Saga. They should have rebooted and done the Mutant Saga.
Well, they want to do that after this film.
Yeah, well, we didn't need an explanation for all the Glup Shittos. What happened to all the Glup Shittos? Their story's not over.
Don't worry, guys. The Wakandans are back. Everybody loves the Wakandans, right?
Everyone loves Chadwick Boseman. But he's dead, so. Not recasting him was a huge fucking mistake. Because now they have a fucking giant hole. A literal giant hole. Where a character should be.
Oh no, you got Shuri. Shuri's a great Black Panther. What are you talking about? She's such an interesting character.
She's Tony Stark, but I don't know.
Well, she's not Tony Stark now. She's just kind of there. Look, it frustrates me because unlike Star Wars, Marvel TV is like actually becoming interesting now because they did the whole.
They figured out how to make shows finally.
Let's just do the Netflix stuff again. Yeah, they just realized that if they just do the Netflix stuff again, people like that. Don't you like Netflix stuff?
Not Iron Fist.
Well, nobody fucking liked Iron Fist. Luckily, they're not doing Iron Fist.
And my dad always used to make fun of that show.
Good, because it's a fucking terrible show.
I gotta focus my chi, Shaman. Gotta focus my chi.
You got to be the most unlikable main character ever introduced into a show.
I need to focus my chi right now. Focusing.
You need to go beat up random Chinese people in a Chinese warehouse in China. That definitely doesn't look like some random street in upstate New York. Alright, there's a shield generator's done finally. Small one.
What are you working on?
Campaign props.
Okay.
Right, so that's the 2 shield generators done. Big and small. I have all the doors placed as well. I need to get the bridge shields added. I've got to think about maybe not actually do the fucking the actual bridge shield. Oh dear god, like the actual arch shield that goes over the whole city. That's gonna be so much pain. I need to find the debris that fills the holes to stop you flying in them.
It's cable something. It's cable blocker.
Alright, cable blocker. and then hopefully after a while I should have all the props placed on a campaign layer, to which I can then turn around to Mr. Rogue and go, I have everything you can need to get a good start on the campaign mission. Not everything, because we still need to extract some very specific things. But
Yeah, animations.
yeah, we only need the in-game animations, which is the Battle of Naboo victory droid deactivation animations from that chapter of the campaign, the clone bodies.
Yeah, no. And then there's I think there's more. I haven't looked in that folder in a long time.
don't think
and
there
obviously
is.
I can't look right now.
I think it is just the droid activation and the droid deactivation and the bodies. I think those are the only two we actually need from the campaign, unless you want to actually get off your ass and make cutscenes again. I'm joking, really.
Oh, it's not my. It literally is not my decision. I have no choice. There.
Oh, I know,
Not only
I
am
know. Little Dickus Zackus needs you to make guns.
No, that's not what I'm even talking about. Like after this, like it's not my like. I can't rip the cutscenes. Like they're
Are they
and
not
development
rippable?
is stalled. No, they're not rippable because or not rippable yet or whatever. Arcase has made a tool, which I mean, obviously, like Arcase is like our savior, but he's not sure it work. Like we're not sure that the data it's outputting is correct because J-Dog can't figure it out.
Okay, yada yada. Technical stuff, you can't do it. Fantastic. Then make the dolphin one look. The dolphin ones look better.
No, I'm going to do it. Like, trust me, I'm going to like whether I'm like 50 years old, like it'll get like whether I have to remake the cutscenes.
It's fine. We can just, as I said, the actual cutscenes. We can just use Wii for now
Yes.
with upscale textures. I wonder. 1 second. I want to go Google this. Oh. If only there was a way for us to make super graphics using Dolphin MU. Anyway.
There's supposedly. I want to look into like. There's supposedly a way to do it. I don't know if it's on the main branch or on our branch. I mean, on our specific branch of Dolphin.
No, if it's not, we can just implement the changes onto our branch from our branch of Dolphin. There's only like 1 or 2 specific changes.
Well, what I would want, like, trust me, like I think I probably know. Well, I figured out stuff that Cora has never figured out. So.
And I figured out things that you will never figure out.
And I've figured out things.
Look,
Luke's figured out things
this is how the world works. We all have figured out something that the other people have not figured out.
But what I mean is, honestly, like, when I my plan is like when I get like a job or whatever, like an industry job.
I've been working for 10 years. I've been employed for 10 years.
That's not what I mean. I mean an
want
industry
to kill
job. I've
myself.
had jobs. I want to build a BF3, but like just as a hobby. I mean, that's pretty much what I do now. But like,
I'm so going to be done with this. I am going to get Battlefront 3 Legacy as far as I can, and then, oh my god, what was? Is there even a shield? There is a shield underneath the bridge. That's a different model. I remember it. Okay, never mind. Question brought back. My brain switched on there. No, this will only take 2 seconds. No, I think the only thing I'm thinking of is killing myself.
Oh, please not.
No, I am thinking of doing exactly the same thing again.
with Battlefront 4 Legacy.
With Battlefront 4 Legacy. With a mouse that works.
I think one day we'll get lucky. Maybe. I mean, anything can happen now. One day.
I mean, I'm keen to see what Luke's Bioshock in space turns out as.
I've seen it. It looks good.
I can't concentrate on anything as long as Legacy exists. I must either somehow cause the immediate destruction of this entire project, or see it through to the end. But sadly, some idiot built redundancies to ensure that no one person can just immediately destroy the entire project. Some one person created redundancies after concerns that one person in the past could immediately nuke the entire project. Yeah, I hate myself. Anyway.
Fucking handle.
I am going to import this and then I'm going to go to fuck to sleep. Where is force barrier? I just fucking exported it. Yeah, it is. Sect hierarchy. Congrats, you are now 1. Apply all transforms. Oh god. Honestly, if what? Where the fuck? Where the fuck? That is not full size. What? The fuck have I been sent? Shit is whack.
Dragged it to the wrong group. No, go to final barrel. You fucking idiot. Come here.
No, River. You go to final barrel.
I left a part of the mesh that was supposed to be grouped outside the group. I had to fix it.
Fuck, where the fuck is the force barrier gone? World Explorer. Oh my fucking god. It's double clicking. It is actually going to drive me mad. Like, beyond insanity. Perfect, there we go. Hey, look, it fits perfectly because it's designed for this specific mesh as well. Isn't that cool? Now to give it textures. Hey, poop on my pants. Right, it's the force barrier done. Just a couple more props, and then I can assign Rogue this to start doing it. There's a couple of things that won't be finished in time, which is fine, or to deal with them as they come. Things like oh, what is it? Weapon pickup system won't be finished in time, which is fine because Kato doesn't need it. That needs to be finished in time for Tatooine though, because Tatooine I think is the only one that needs it. Needs it. And there's a couple other things that might not be finished in time. That's fine, as long as he has enough to go off. That we have a functional version of campaign. yeah, he just has to make a script for everything to work, which I think he's going to do a great job with. I think you're going to be quite happy, River.
For the escape pods?
Well, the escape pods and the campaign demo. Oh yeah, do we have the holocron? I think I was sent it at one point actually. I can't remember. Do we have the holocron?
I don't have the holocron. No,
Fuck.
it can't be read.
Really? It's a fucking cube.
Yeah,
Right.
it's one of the. It's a pickup.
I'll just
it's a
rip
pickup.
the fucking texture then and put it on a cube. Fucking hell. I'll apply some basic competence in this.
Well, you could rip it with Ninja.
It's so unnecessary. It's a fucking cube. I'm just gonna make use the Blender default cube and just slap the hologram textures on it. Job fucking done.
Oh, I spotted a loot box. Good to know.
Yeah. A few more props. It's mostly just the shields, the various shields that need importing now. I'm not going to set up any of the ODFs. I'm going to let Rogue do that. I want to see what it ends up with. I need to rewrite the escape pod system tomorrow. Capital ship turrets just need to be linked to the consoles. I have placed the consoles. The consoles are here. I just need to link the turrets to them. I think there's 4 on each capital ship that are controllable. That I'm hoping to decrease the noise pollution in both capital ships and the light pollution in the Munificent by a significant amount, so that, you know, things are actually tolerable in space. And then yeah, we should have the capital ships done. There's like some gameplay functions that need to be linked to the components, and then done. And then I just need to review the ground conquest to see if I can make it a bit more interesting. And then I just need to implement that on every map. And then when that's done, and all said is done, all is said and done, we will have 1.0 ready for release. Campaign is optional. Again, I'm only working on this because we have a new member of the team who's coming in to do some work on specifically only campaign, but I need to give him the resources to do it. And I don't want to deal with a messy production. I just want, you know, to give him what he needs and him to get on with it. God. Alright, I'm off to bed.
Let's see.
Yeah, see ya.